November the 7th, Monday. Let's go. Welcome to the Brandon T Show, where we talk about everything that's important to the working man. And we're not politically correct here, so working man means men, women, whoever's out here getting it. We come to deliver the news that's important to y'all. And with that said, this is the Working Man Committee. Yes, welcome. Interesting things we had today on our stack of stuff. Alternative jobs. There's some interesting things out here. You know, we talk about with the Working Man Committee, we talk about work and so forth. And there's some things, like I said, basically since 2020, there's been some other opportunities that popped up. So we're going to go past those opportunities. Now, that's a new section to our show where we talk about alternative jobs that don't require you to clock in and clock out. And all these jobs may not be for everybody, but we're going to highlight them all. Yeah, and then, like I said, we do that, and then got more issues out here, more college students acting crazy. We're gonna cover that a little later, and so forth. And then, we go around the world on our news because, like I said, we're here in America, and crazy things happen everywhere. People are the same, and so we're gonna cover those stories, and so forth. And then, I don't know, since the pandemic, how are you feeling? Working man, how are you feeling out there? We're gonna talk about it and so forth. And like I said, it's election year. Matter of fact, election's tomorrow. And then so we're gonna cover, what the other side is talking. When I say other side, you could be on one side or the other, and I call it the other side, and so forth. But like I said, there's a lot gonna transpire, and with the election coming up and the results and so forth. And so let's get started. First story is the Dow rise to start the week. Investors awaiting midterm elections and inflation reports. Yes. CNBC story. The Dow Jones average rose Monday as its packed week kicks off, with congressional midterm elections and key inflation data on deck over the next few days. Now this is an interesting thing right here. And so it's like, I look at it like this, right? Republicans and Democrats, right? That's what's on here. Let's see, draw on the R and the D. So with the R and the D, right? And then it depends on who wins on where the market goes. Yep. See, check this out. So the Dow traded higher by 210 points, or 0.7% today, while the S&P gained 3% and the NASDAQ composite climbed 0.1%. Like I said, but the thing is shares of Apple fell more than 1% after tech says iPhone production could be temporarily reduced because of COVID restrictions in China. I tell you, this global market is something else. So China got the zero COVID policy. So somebody, hey, we shut the whole city down. One joker called. He was drinking water. No, he didn't know. He didn't. You know what I'm saying? He had the vid. So they shut that down. But then check this out though. So, but like I said, Carvana tumbled 11% after falling more than 20% the other day. So like I said, companies are not buying. You're not buying cars. What's that? Come on now. Interest rates getting you? Probably. And then, but Facebook parent company Meta gained more than 5% following a Wall Street Journal report that the company is starting to lay off as soon as Wednesday. Check this out. Working man. Let me hit you with that again. Facebook's parent company Meta gained more than 5% today, following a Wall Street Journal report saying that the company could start laying off as soon as Wednesday. So to put you, they start throwing folks out of work. The vets are like, hey, yeah, let me buy. It's a buying opportunity. If they letting folks go. Crazy, right? Told you. Everything else in the economy can do whatever it do, but have to pay you a nickel more? Terrible. And then McDonald's was traded at an all-time high, roughly up 1%. So they're gonna put you out of work over here. Meta gonna start doing that Wednesday, the report says. And then so you gonna have to go to McDonald's eat. You ain't gonna be able to eat the good stuff, y'all be eat McDonald's, all the vegan stuff out the window, and then you gotta get you a Big Mac. Yep, so Tuesday's midterms will determine the policy in the Congress they're in control and so forth. Democrats right now currently control the House and the Senate. But that could all be changing come tomorrow. And then our next story. Mike McCarthy previews Republican plans for the majority starting at the border. So Mike McCarthy, if you don't know who that is, he's the House Minority Leader. And so he's looking to become Speaker of the House. Let's see. So he's the GOP leader that vows to secure the border, cut back government spending, and launch investigations into Biden administration if Republican wins the House on Tuesday, reflecting the mixture of priorities as McCarthy will be forced to contend with a increasing hardline and pro-Trump conference that is itching for an impeachment of Biden. Ooh, snap! So, Republican hardline want Biden out of the impeach. Okay. Snap, see? Yeah, I realize. One side wanted to do it against Trump, and when the other side get in power, the same thing can happen. Gotta kind of, you know what I'm saying, stay on the same line there. But like I said, here in the school, let's see. A wide-ranging interview with CNN 2 days before the midterm. McCarthy outlines the plans of power, which includes tracking inflation, the rise of crime, and border security, 3 issues that have become central to Republicans' closing pitch to voters. To hammer home the message, McCarthy, who has been barnstorming the country in the run-up to the midterm, rallied here on Sunday for a trio of Hispanic GOP women who are vowed to. Let's get meat potatoes in this. Okay, so cool. So McCarthy's been out there running with everybody. He just needs, he needs no. Didn't give it to me. Mr. Custodi, I need to know. Alright, but anyway, so McCarthy over here has been circling the country, you know what I'm saying, trying to pull all these last seats. I do believe it's like 19 seats that they need in the House to come over. It could be 17, but something along those lines. And if he can pull that off, he will become Speaker of the House. And bye-bye Nancy. Yep, but we'll see. We'll keep our eye close on what happens tomorrow. Yep. And like I said, things happen around the world too. And so this segment, we're going to go around the world and see what's happening. Interesting. Italians. Come on, we're in Europe now. Y'all supposed to be good liberals over there. Italians refused safe ports for 4 ships that rescued migrants. What? Italians, what we doing over here? The captains of the charitable run, migrant rescue ship refused Italian orders to leave the port Sunday after authorities refused to let the 35 migrants off the ship. So they ain't let them come in. So the ship's got people out there bobbing in the water. you know what I'm saying, helped them out, I'm gonna drop them off. But the Italian government said, not here. We don't do that migrant stuff. Wow. Let's see. Oh, okay. The directions by the Italian new far right government said no. Far right government, huh? You know you gotta add that in there. That's far right government. Ah, it was, you know what I'm saying? Trump did it. Yeah, so they refused the safe port for 4 ships operated in the Mediterranean that had rescued miners at sea in distress. Some as many as 16 days ago, and allowing only the identified as vulnerable to embark. So Italians looked over there like, not you. You cool back there, you get off. Not you. Alright, you come on, rest of y'all kick rocks. See, on Sunday, the Italian ordered a humanitarian one to vacate the port after disembarking 144 rescued migrants, including children and more than 100 unaccompanied minors and people with medical emergencies. So y'all get out of here. We ain't got time for y'all on our system. Ain't that something? But the captain refused to comply. Captain like, nah, they can't stay out here with us. They get, hey man, hey, we helped them out. You go help. We helping this part. You helping the rest of the way. Until all survivors rescued from distress at sea have been disembarked, the SOS Humanitarian, the German charity, have operated the ship. The vessel remains moored at port with 35 migrants on board. So they got everybody but 35 off. And so they waiting for the rest of them to come. Later Sunday, a second charitable ship arrived, and this vessel process board, was being repeated by, oh snap. What? Hold up. There was another ship, right? And this one had 572 migrants on board. Come on now. Now you ain't catch these folks outside. You went by there and picked these people up. Come on now. And you try to drop them off by, Doctors Without Borders was there to help. And the section was later completed late evening with 357 allowed off, but 215 people blocked boarding. So the section 572, they ain't caught that out there. You know what I'm saying? They caught them off the side. And then they let 357 off and told another 215, nah, cuz, you gotta go back. You don't look like you been swimming. I tell you, crazy around the world. All right. Got 3 stories here, love. And I'm share this with you. It maybe might tie into the next story. So, a Kentucky student arrested for attacking a black student, calling her racial slurs. You might have heard this story. You might have seen it on social media. That the girl was trying to attack a worker for some reason. I don't know. She wouldn't stop. The University of Kentucky student was arrested for attacking a black student worker and repeatedly calling her racial slur in an ugly episode that was caught on video earlier Sunday. The student, 22-year-old Miss Rosen, was arrested in a campus residence hall just before 4 a.m. and charged with public intoxication, assault, disorderly conduct, and assault on an officer. Dang, she fought the officer too? According to an online booking, the judge set her bond at $10,000. Miss Rosen, who is white, I didn't add that, it's in the story. Let's see. stumbled into the university Umbrella Hall, appearing high, intoxicated, according to the students who worked there in the dormitory's front desk. The student worker, Miss Springs, explained in a TikTok video that she tried to check on the woman, but was instantly attacked. Damn, I tell you, hey, you all right? You good over there? I see you have a little problem, and now the girl want to fight. Ain't that something? Disturbing videos posted on social media. Miss Rose was forced to help and instead tried to hit and attack Miss Springs while repeatedly calling her the N-word. Can you please stop? Miss Springs asked Miss Rosa after trying to take a swing at her, one video shows. And she said, nope. Miss Rosa replied, you are an N-word, you are a B-word. Come on, is it that serious? Real talk, is it that serious? Whatever. So, this might have a little bit to do with it, but maybe not. Let's see. The NIH funded a study showing that blood pressure level rose during the pandemic. You think because of the pandemic, maybe she was a little... Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Kind of, sort of. Well, anyway, let's see. Blood pressures rose levels during the first 8 months of the pandemic, while the numbers over time had their blood pressures measured drop significantly, according to the studies by the National Health Institute. Oh, never mind then. I guess this didn't have nothing to do with it, because your blood pressure went up the first 8 months because you were scared to death, and then it went down after you became less scared. All right. Oh, we'll leave that right there. Your blood pressure's fine. Now, let's shift gears completely. Now, we were talking about alternative jobs, right? And during 2020, there's been some interesting things. So this is a New York Post story. And like I said, before I go into it too far, I understand all things out here ain't for everybody. Do what's in your comfort zone. With that said, let's go. My parents kicked me out for doing OnlyFans, but now I pay their bills. Ooh, snap. Let's see. The kink content creator, we're gonna call her Miss Faith, 19, who speaks out about racy adult website, has helped forge a unbridled bond with her parents. So they, parents caught her doing the OnlyFans stuff. Like, what in the world? Get out of here. And then, so a year after they kicked her out of their house, last March, the Floridian dropped out of college. So she dropped out of college to follow her career path, sharing by so many these days, sharing unique photos full-time on OnlyFans. These days, being a graduate seems a little bleak, with no guarantee that you get a successful job, Ms. Faith said, explaining in an interview with Jam Press. Okay. I don't come from a wealthy family, and I did not want to start my life with debt from student loans. The youngster sat her mother. The youngster. I like the way they put it. The youngster sat her mother and daddy down, explaining her adult alternative to traditional school, but they paired only exploded with anger and gave her the boot. Trying to explain to them having a degree no longer equates to success, it did not. But they gave me an ultimatum to continue my studies or not live under their roof. So her mother, who asked her name to be withheld for privacy, we spoke out, explaining why she was upset her daughter decided to ditch her studies. But now, after they kicked her out, she ditched her studies. Faith here has assuming the bastard soon. Oh, let's see, the beauty. Okay, here we go. I got this. So the beauty boasts more than 4.0 million fans on the gram, including Snoop Dogg and Tiger are part of her fans, and posing and more than $1 million. Hold it. So she's got 4.8 million fans on IG, and she got some celebrity people that like her, Snoop and Tiger, and she made more than $1 million. I bought a house, $800,000. She bought a big house, $800,000, and herself a Rolex, some Gucci purses, some Louis Vuitton bags, all that good stuff. I also spent $1,000 even fortnight on new clothes for Instagram and her OnlyFans. And I never weighed them twice, she said. So, and I turned of jobs, OnlyFans. But I'm pretty sure, I don't know if I'm sure it's probably unique to do as well as she does. But hey, some people are paying bills with this stuff. And so, like I said, we're going to put that on our alternative stuff tonight. So that one didn't want to leave the desk. Yeah, but anyway, election is tomorrow. And then once the results are out, they'll probably be changed in how the stock market, one side or the other, they're saying go up or go down, more the same or something different. But hey, everybody go vote. If you haven't already early voted, make sure you go vote tomorrow. And with that said, this has been the Brandon T Show, and we out. We check you out later. Peace.